Hi, and welcome to this Weekday Word. Our Old Testament lesson from Proverbs today begins in the 15th chapter at the first verse, saying this: A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise commends knowledge, but the mouths of fools pour out folly. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good. A gentle tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. These proverbs have a lot to say about the use of our tongues. We hear the same thing in the 4th chapter of Paul's letter to the Christians in Ephesus when he says, "Let no unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only that which is edifying, that it might impart grace to those who hear." James also reminds us that the tongue is like a rudder that can steer a huge ship or a spark that can light a forest on fire. Our tongues matter. And so what these proverbs are getting at is very clear, that we are to use our tongues to bless. And so a soft answer turns away wrath. The very simple wisdom that when we respond with anger or are loud or raise our voice, it tends to not put away wrath, but just pour gasoline on a fire. Instead, a soft answer can begin to ratchet things down a little bit. That's not always easy to do, though. And in my experience, it really takes practice to do that. The practice of responding with a soft word and finding that it actually does turn out to be a blessing. And so when we practice having those soft words, those kind words, those gentle words, those upbuilding words, and we experience the blessing that comes from them, it becomes easier and easier and easier to do. And so I simply want to encourage you today, friends, to try this experiment. Speak a kind, gentle, soft word and see how it promotes life in the one who hears. And as you see that blessing, realize that your tongue is a great blessing to those around you when you use it the way God designed it to be used, to build up, to edify, not to tear down. Be blessed this day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.